must have acted like him. Right?
Yes. Jazakallah.
Sam?
Ram.
We have a question about Iraq and Kuwait.
About what?
Iraq and Kuwait. What is your point of view about Iraq?
I still don't understand this. Iraq and Kuwait. Huh? Iraq also. You see, you ate up the word E and you said rocket quake. So I thought you were saying something like rock and roll, that sort of thing. Iraq and Kuwait. Okay, thank you.
What is your point of view about Iraq invading Kuwait and selling the oil to foreign land?
You see, already I have spoken on this subject at some length, and it is exactly this which is referred to by the earlier questioner. If you can read English, I hope you can, when you read the English translation of my sermons on the issue of Gulf War and its results and possible effects on future. Right? Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
My question is, if somebody puts their hand on the Quran and says that something is true but it's really a lie, is it true that they will die within a 23-year period?
No. It is true that he may die instantaneously a spiritual death. But as far as physical death goes, you can't say that he must die within 23 years. Okay. Next. You see, if that had happened, then all Pakistan would have been finished by now.
Assalamu alaikum. I want to ask a question about deja vu and what you have to say about that, because
about what?
Deja vu, when you experience something that you think has happened before.
What do you refer to as deja vu?
Deja vu, yes.
Deja vu.
Deja vu.
Deja vu.
Yeah.
It's a French word, but what it means? What does it mean?
Well, in America it's referred to as when you experience something like an event.
No, but I'm asking you the translation of the word deja vu.
I don't know.
Does it know? You don't know? Yes, you know?
It means already seen. Already seen.
But tell me which word stands for already and what proceed?
Deja is already.
Deja.
Yeah.
Right.
And vu is.
Vu, that's all. But it's a vu, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not vu.
No,
It's vu. Because you shape your lips in the form of pronouncing U, but pronounce E instead. V. That is the French V, right?
Yes.
I can't do it perfectly, but better than you. So it's deja vu. What is it? Yes, what about it?
Well, I wanted to know what Islam says on it, and is it true, or
you see, this question was addressed to me in Washington, and I answered it, and I think previously also somewhere in America. This is related to the deep imprint on our memories of some past experiences of this life, not of the life before. And there are many things which are embedded deeper as we move across time, and it goes deeper into a subconscious part of the brain. So we don't know what we already possess as knowledge. Now something happens which somehow excites the hidden information, and it can't come up clearly and specifically, but a shadow of it surfaces, and we have a vague feeling that we have seen something like it, we have experienced something like it. And if you concentrate enough on such events introspectively, then many times you discover why you had a feeling. In an old childhood experience, you went to some hill station and that special moment was imprinted on your mind, but you didn't remember exactly the surrounding, everything. One other day, later in life, you go to similar things and you have a feeling that something of this nature had happened. And if you concentrate enough, sometimes you recall that event. But if you don't, then that is called deja vu. You see? Thank you. Next. Are we prepared now or not yet? About prepared? About or they are?
Yes, sir, they are. Just a few minutes.
Okay. Yes.
Is it dinosaurs were back in the Stone Age? Is it true that they will come back?
Stone Age, much before that.
Much before that?
That's right, yes.
And will they come back to life? Like,
From the dead?
No, I mean, will Allah make more of them? Like,
I don't see any possibility of
make
that.
them more improved?
I do not see any possibility of that because the human beings are acquiring characters which are quite similar to dinosaurs. So it's quite enough to have such living dinosaurs among us.
But like in the day of judgment?
Which dinosaurs? The human dinosaurs?
No, I mean,
The other ones? No, they will not be resurrected because they have no law to follow. No Sharia was revealed from them. They are just a step during the preparation of man, ultimate appearance of man. So they are like ladders, used by God, so that the height which we call the position the man holds today among the living species or dead species is reached ultimately. So when it is reached, then these steps become necessary only to the degree that they are essential for the support of life. If they are not essential for the support of life, then they are wiped out. Because sometimes then they play a negative role against the survival of life, human life. You see, all those animals which play an important role in the ecosystem are made to survive by Allah. We don't know what role they are playing, but the scientists are now discovering many roles which were previously undiscovered, and their discovery of such roles assures us that everything which exists has a role to play in keeping the ecosystem perfectly well. And that ecosystem as a whole is essential for human survival. You understand? But dinosaurs and many species which have become extinct now, if they were permitted to continue, they would disturb this ecosystem so strongly against the existence of man that there will be less chances of survival of man. So that is why I say the unnecessary things which already have been wiped out by nature will not come back. But in storybooks, yes, of course. Okay?
Okay.
You want to see the tamasha of dinosaurs, very much. You can see in some television film or something where they play with fantasies, not with realities. Okay?
Exactly.
All right.